Hello, skateboarders. Welcome to TSM Live Show, Episode 9. I'm your host, Tommie Zam. This episode, we're out here in Next Up Foundation in Anaheim, California. Industry talk, we have Vinny, owner of Next Up. We have interview with Wil G. Shop talk with Contender Board Shop. This episode, feature skaters Leo Martinez. And then music by No Small Children. You guys ready to get this shit started? News for this episode. News alert, Tony Hawk just dropped his first pro shoe for Lakai at your local skate shop or on lakai.com. Let's check out this commercial real quick.
Yo, Rick, Mike, what the f, man? Pick up the phone. I'm trying to make this commercial. You were saying, like, we got this Tony shoe. I was thinking we make it like some old Spike shit with the shit sound. We'll get some, like, high-end camera gear, like, we'll do like no VX, we'll get like some movie cameras, those red cameras or whatever everybody's using. So I was thinking we like start this thing off like at the Lakai offices, like everyone shows up, we got that manager, you know everybody's got that manager that thinks he's slick but doesn't know anything about skateboarding.
Who are we waiting on?
You know, and I'm not there yet because, like, you know how it goes. Long night, like, early morning, I gotta get my sleep, you know, but I'm on my way.
Rick. Mike. Yeah, Mike, Rick. Sorry. You guys really nailed it here.
And he's just, like, spitting ideas out for Tony's shoe that are just, like, all whack.
Hear me out.
The Bony Hawk, like, you know, nobody's down for any of them, so everyone's just sitting there like, why the fuck are we even here, you know?
The twirly bird.
So then I was thinking, like, I come in with the shoes on, I do like a switch fakie heel, then I roll up to all the homies, they're like, yo, where you been at? And I'm like, dude.
Traffic was a bitch. What's up, man? Traffic, but you skated here.
Okay, come on, guys, let's get our heads together here.
These are just the prototypes? Say that again. These are just the prototypes. That's it. That's dope. I got you.
Yeah, and then the manager dude's just all over my nuts because I saved his job and named the shoe, you know?
The proto. I knew there was a reason I liked you. Tony, when's the last time you did the 9?
Oh, it's been a couple years, but I'd rather not.
Okay, I got an idea, gang.
So the manager, he takes us to the Supreme Bowl thinking Tony Hawk's gonna do a 9 on a fucking mini ramp or some shit.
This is the best ramp in town. It's got the perfect grind rail, the best drop-in plate, the most dynamite wood you've ever seen in your life. What do you think?
It's tight.
I know! It is tight. I knew you'd love it, man.
No, I mean, it's too tight. I'm 6'3". You want me to do a 900? You're lucky to get a 90 out of me in this thing.
Tony's just super over it. So I dip out, me and Tony just go skate downtown, you know, have a good session. And we'll skate to like some Andre Nicotina, like on some Mike shit. Oh, no, fuck that. Let's do that one old song without it goes like, boogum, boogum. Yeah, so me and Tony will be cruising around like Best Buds and shit. It'll be like a sick scene out of Animal Chin or something. We'll go to like those brick quarter pipes, you know, in downtown, and we'll do like some airs or whatever. We'll just be kicking it. And then I was thinking we'll like even get Animal Chin in it, and then we'll be like chasing them down like high-speed pursuit style.
Get it. Get in the whip.
And then Tony gets in the car, he's all freaking out. He's like, Animal Chin, we spent so many years.
Looking for you. Why wouldn't you let us catch you?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we're here now. We're looking for marketing suggestions for this new shoe. This is my new Lakai model,
And
the
then
Proto.
Animal Chin's just like, no marketing, just fun. Typical Chin answer. And then like Chin takes off and he takes us one of those old ramps, you know, like Tony skates him in like the trick tips, or he has all of his commercials over there, you know. And then out of nowhere, Chin will just start ripping, and then we'll do some funny shit like rocket air, comb your hair. And then from the session, we'll get Tony goes up and does the McTwist, which we fake like it's like the 900, and it freeze frames in the logo of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It'll be like Lakai, the shoes we skate. Actually, I don't know about these ideas. Forget it. I'll hit you guys back. I need to think about some more shit.
Nick Tucker just left Diamond Footwear. I wonder where he's gonna go. Nike SB? Who knows? Maybe. Brujeria Skateboards just dropped their first full-length video, Magic Square, featuring Norman Woods, Wil Martinez, and a bunch more. Let's check out the trailer real quick.
You're recording your
You can watch the full length on Skateboard Theater on E360 TV. Pro Skateboard turned Patrick Gallagher Pro. Congratulations, Brody. Sitting in our email for a day straight from Israel, Z. Linzener sent us his newest edit, Pound of Pavement, filmed by Yoham Alachi. Let's peep it.
גם אני משוגע כזה, כן. רוק מדי, לא נורא. כבר 38 שנה. נשבור, נחלים, נחזור. רוק מדי. לא הייתה לו, אדוני. יום נפלא.
Creature welcomes Cody Lockwood to the team and grab his pro deck at your local skate shop. Yo, Creature, what's up with Truman Hooker? When are you guys finally going to turn him pro? He deserves it. Radical Extreme Sports is a nonprofit that works in the youth of disadvantages area in Africa by getting them involved in extreme sports. Let's check out the clip.
Go. I'm into Millings Lebre. This is my partner. We run Radical Extreme Sports. We're based in Alexandra Township. What we do is basically we've got a group of kids skating, but this is a new sport for everybody, so that especially the black community. So we're trying to build this and make it into a profession for most of them. Right? Not most of them, but all of them. So what we do is that we are looking for anything and everything that goes from like your skateboards, but mainly we have a problem with sponsorship. That is our main goal. Like we trying to get from here to the X Games next year.
Yeah, man. Like this is like quite a beautiful thing that we're doing, and we love what we do. We get these kids involved into like extreme sports. You know, anything that's very extreme, like surfing, boarding, longboarding, skating, BMX, and we're trying to make them the future championships. We're trying to make this thing like for them, like we can make it and turn it into a career. You know. And then for them they can live off this like the sport and stuff. So what we're trying to do there is like we're trying to make sure like everybody and the parents really support this. They must come in and support what we do and support these kids.
Black
and
South Africans,
yeah,
white
Black South Africans. We're trying
guys,
to make sure that
like,
everybody knows like this game.
These boys are not privileged.
Yeah,
they're not privileged. So we're looking for what we're trying to do is take over Gauteng. Yeah? So it's no longer a so-called one race sport, let me put it that way. So now, black people are coming into it, and then we're trying to take over.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure like that people see that extreme sports in the township is real and it's happening, and these kids need to be involved in this and they love it and they need to make sure yeah, this is it, like for them, they love this. So we're trying to get them out there in the world to be superstars like other stars out there, you know, LA, California, out there across the world.
If you're interested in helping them out, follow them on Facebook, Radical Extreme Sport. Bronson Speed Company welcomes Pedro Delfino to the team. Bones Bearing dropped a commercial of LA native Ethan Singleton. Let's check it out.
Dear summer, I know you gon' miss me. For we been together like Nike Airs and crisp tees. S-dots with polo fleeces. Purple label shit with the logo secret. Give me a couple years, shit, I might just sneak in. A couple words and like peaches and herb. We'll be reunited and it feels so hood. How the whole world saying, how you still so good? Well, I do this in my slumber summer. I ain't none of these half-ass newcomers. You know how I do summer. I drop heat when you bring the sun up. The combo make niggas act up. I pick a gun up, niggas back up. They know I'm not no fronter. I don't talk shit, I just flip it on ya. Sorry, Lance, I'm just trying to advance my quotes. I ain't making you the butt of my jokes. But let's not stray from what I came to say to my beloved. Think we need some time away. They say if you love it, you should let it out. It's cage and fuck it. If it comes back, you know it's there to stay. It's tugging at my heart, but this time a part is needed from the public who should've gave me the politics. Instead gave me the ass to kiss. But you know me, thugging to the casket dips. But still shine light down on all my peers. I know they wear some queer, I still want them to share. And all the success I receive, I know you can't believe I still love them, but they don't love me. They like the drunk uncle in your family. You know they lame, you feel ashamed, but you love them the same. It's like when niggas make subliminal records. If it ain't directed directly at me, I don't respect it. You don't really want it with Ho. For the record, I put a couple careers on hold. You could be next kid. Keep entering the danger zone. You gon' make that boy Ho put your name in the song. If you that hungry for fame, motherfucker, come on. Say when. Take 10 paces and spin. But on another note, about to take another vacay on another boat. God damn, a motherfucker rode his way out the hood. And I pray that I stay out for good. But any day you know a nigga.
Nitro Royal Games took place at CA Skate Park TF. Some amazing skateboarding went down in a vert and bowl. Moto Shibata took it for vert. Lizzie Armanto took it for women bowl. And Alex Sorgenti took it for men's bowl. Let's watch Tyler Stewart's recap.
ripping it with the craziest blend of old school and new school, coming out of Osaka, Japan, All right, well, that wraps up competition 2 of the day. We're gonna go back inside for men's skate park. Let's do it.
On November 8th through 11th, it's the 25th annual Tampa Am at Skate Park of Tampa. Grab your tickets at spottampa.com. Collapse Skateboard celebrated its 7th anniversary last Saturday at Hosengar Casino. The party was under the sign of the 80s, the custom-made park. Let's check out Alberto Scalin recap edit. On November 3rd, All I Need Skateboard presents New England AM 2018 at the Edge Indoor Skate Park. Sign up at allineedskate.bigcartel.com. Ultimate Distro's first annual Hell in a Cell went down with Club 57, Menu, Boardroom, and The Drive. Alexa Lang was crowned heavyweight champion. Mickey Ray and Magnus Hansen were crowned tag team championships, and Club 57 won it all. Let's check out Colby Harris's recap edit. Phoenix Skateboard presents the 9th annual Fall Jam on November 17, 2018 at Rio Vista Skate Park. Registration at 10 a.m. Entry fee is $15. Rolling from the Heart 4th annual fundraiser is going down on November 9th, 5 to 9 p.m. at Encinitas Community Center. We're out here with Mark from Contender Board Shop.
How's it going?
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, man?
Welcome on the show, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, it's hot today. You're wearing a sweatshirt, man. You're not blazing.
Yeah, we talked about that. I'm just embracing my heritage, right?
Yeah. So you got your skate shop out of Orange County, or
Yeah,
Orange,
Orange.
California.
Yeah.
Okay. What's it like having a skate shop out there? What's the history of that?
Orange has really deep history. In fact, their first skate park Orange had was Big O, which is a concrete park that got torn down when I was born.
Yeah. When that was like yesterday?
1978.
I'm joking.
1978. So from there, and then they've had other things. So I mean, fuck, Ronnie Krieger's come out of there.
Yeah.
Hot skates had such a huge impact on that area as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Heath Kirchhart came through there. Like
There's a lot of pros.
It's got deep history within skateboarding. And ideally, when I was looking at doing my shop, I was like, I wanted to go in the circle just because I like the vibe that's there, and I thought I could bring something different. Rent's just way too expensive, so found a pretty rad spot on North Tustin. I'm on a hard corner, like you know, the shop looks great on the inside, and I'm happy.
Yeah, and you have a good following. You have like a lot of kids. Like how long you been open?
So
for?
we've been open for 14 months now.
14 months.
Yeah,
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, so just kind of getting past that first year, and it's good. Like starting to see like a nice progression, and
the more kids are coming in, stuff like that. They're
yeah,
buddies and
yeah,
stuff.
like we definitely are a straight up skate shop. Like
you don't have like razors in there. No, I'm joking.
No, yeah, I've had moms like tell me how to run my business, and that'd
serious?
be a smart move,
what,
a smart investment. But
what did they say?
Like you know, there's no scooter shop. You know how much of a killing you'd make? Like, just put it right here. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Moms know the best, right?
Oh yeah, it's always great when someone tries to tell you how to run your business.
Yeah. So tell me a little about your history behind skateboarding with you. Like,
with me?
What got you into skateboarding?
I actually grew up in Anaheim.
Okay.
Down that way towards like Ball.
Okay.
So I started in 7. Got my first. Remember those blue GT Chargers you would get at Toys R Us?
Yes.
That was my first skateboard.
What? Mine was the ant board with all the ants on it and everything. I remember that. That was my first like actual like I don't want to say real board, but that was my first board.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't my first.
It was a
real
Kmart
board. There's something to get started.
Yeah, definitely. Wheels didn't roll that good.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
You cook it in with like a bunch of WD-40 and it still doesn't work.
Well, yeah, spray WD-40. You know what happens.
I know.
But yeah, that. Played on that thing. Parents moved me out of Anaheim to Temecula, grew up out there. And then, went to school in Flagstaff, got my first shop at Big Deal, which was in Flagstaff.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then interned at the Family. Are you familiar with that?
Family, I don't know.
It was the whole thing, like Steve Aspen, the first sports agent.
Yeah.
So,
you did that?
Yeah, that was my intern right before 9/11.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that, dude?
Pretty insane, like, deal. Like, most kids go do an internship and you're filing shit all summer long.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I got to work on the launch of EXPN, the mag. I did. They were doing a skate tour for AT&T. Got to work on that. It was insane experience, and it kind of helped parlay me getting a job at Soul Tech in the marketing department.
Okay, so you worked with Don Brown and all that.
So yeah, I worked under Yasmin and Don.
Okay.
So did that for 3 years, transitioned out into sales as a sub rep in LA.
Oh, for Soul Tech?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
So did that for about 2.5 years, and then just kind of did the whole sales thing.
And that was when like Andrew Reynolds, Heath Kirchart, all those guys rode for Soul Tech. And
Soul
Tech was like way up there.
Yeah, like it wasn't really.
Costin, stuff like that. What was out before?
So Costin bounced right as I was leaving.
Oh, okay.
It's because that was like K6 and it was done.
Yeah, K6 are sick.
No, they're rad. Like the colorways, fuck, dude. I wish. That's a topic to talk about off camera.
That'll be unplugged right there, you know.
Yeah.
So you were mostly a road rep. So you were a road rep for Soul Tech, but after working in a desk. For Soul Tech. Okay.
So basically, I talked to Don and told him like, hey, I want to be a brand manager. Mm-hmm. What do I need to do? And he's like, you know what? Here's the deal. He's like, I hate to say this, but you got to leave the marketing department. Mm. He's like, you want to be a brand manager? You have to understand how marketing works, how sales works, how merchandising works, and how everything plays a bigger part to complete the pie.
Oh, wow.
So he's like, I like you, but he's like, if you really want to do that, that's what you got to do, and then come back.
Oh, so he basically said, all right, you got to start from the bottom to work your
exactly.
Your to the top.
Exactly.
Damn.
But it's good. Like the trajectory initially, I was going to do that, and after being on the road, it's like I'm trying to make sure I don't talk shit.
No,
I
you're
think
good.
I think it's really weak. But I remember being on the road. 2008 hit, the economy crashed, and there were some other shops that were opening on top of other skate shops.
Like those zoomies and this and that.
Yeah. Like I said, we won't get into names. You can,
I'll say names. I don't
I'm
care.
sure you can figure it out by process of elimination. But the one thing that was kind of interesting was talking to the owners and, hey, what are you going to do now that they're here?
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck, I don't know what to do.
Because if you think about it, it took a lot of their money, it took all the business because they're like came in and they're like, hey, you know what? We can take these mom and pop shops, steal these kids from these guys.
And that's exactly what was happening.
And that's what's going, you know. And I remember that year, around that time, it was a tough time for skate shops, you know, because you had Nike SB knocking on doors, coming in and like ruining like all the skate brands. And
Yeah, man, another topic that we can talk about. But no, I think overall, like everyone has their opinions. Like on the footwear side of things, dude, everyone has their opinions. I think prior to 2008, Nike really did help keep a lot of shops like keep the lights on.
Yeah.
After 2008, because dude, people are getting laid off, et cetera, et cetera. All those sneakerheads aren't going to skate shops anymore, and that was a new customer for the skater.
Yeah.
So it's like, shit changes.
Yeah. I mean, at least you open your shop up after all that, you know?
Dude, it's still a tough game.
Really? Tell me.
It's insane. You would think, okay, we're this far along after the recession, but we're still, I don't know, kind of reference back to like, DJ from Kingswell said something like, why are we all fighting each other? We should be coming together and fighting against the bigger dudes.
Yeah.
And I back that 100%.
I back that too. 100%.
Because you know what, like, even though, say, there's a shop in Anaheim, there's a shop Fullerton, et cetera. Like, dude, if we all work together, we're all going to take out the big dogs.
Exactly. Take out Zoomies.
Like, if you just do a collaborative, like, efforts, like, it's one of those things. We're all owner operated, so it's like
we should start a skateboard revolution.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. Like sometimes, I don't know, some people just don't. I don't know.
I know what you're saying.
It takes time. It takes time. You put the idea out there, and it needs to develop. It needs to percolate.
And the new generation now is starting to learn that. I'm seeing the new generation now is kind of like are going back to the shops. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They're coming back. They're realizing, hey, you know what? We need this shop to stay open because these guys are a lot cooler. They let us hang out here.
Yeah.
They get cool products. This is this. And so they're coming back. So that's a good
thing. I agree with you 100%. It's definitely something that I've heard coming through the doors, and it also comes down to how you treat your customer too. Yeah. If you just tap that. I look at it this way. I really don't even have customers. I want to have friends.
Yeah.
I don't like a customer is like, that's just dollar signs and like, what can I get out of your wallet today? And peace.
Yes, exactly.
Fuck that. Like,
dude, so it's all about your homies. Like, hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, it's
cheers.
How's this? Get to know them. Like, that's what I want.
Yeah, and to the audience, to the viewers and stuff, give in one big sentence. What describes your shop different to other shops? Why should people come to your shop?
Just kind of go back to what I said. Like, dude, I care about who comes through my door, and I also care about my community. Like right now, I opened up about a year ago, and there's no public city skate park in Orange. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, well, why?
Yeah.
All right, so I started a petition a month into it saying, hey, like, let's start gathering signatures and get this going, and let's go to city council and get it on the docket.
Yeah.
4 months into it, after Christmas, I get a visit from ex-city employee saying, hey, just to give you a heads up, there's a master plan that exists for Grijalva. There's a skate park that's on that master plan.
Damn.
Your head's in the right direction, but now here's exactly what you need to do. So I took everything that she told me, and I've just been following it to a T.
Hell yeah, dude. So
went to city council. I've gone to a couple meetings. Met with city 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Talked with them. They're pretty much on board, but it's a matter of just getting it back onto the onto the agenda. Mm-hmm. Because the bad part is that it's been ready to go since 2005.
Damn, this is 2018.
Yeah, 13 years of like
Nobody done anything?
Nobody's done anything.
Well, that's good that what you're doing for the community. You're getting skateboarding, you're getting
Yeah.
the park being built. You know, you opened a shop a year ago to give kids something else, a good outlet to come to, support a local skate shop.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it's definitely very simple what you're doing, man.
Yeah, I have a box behind the shop. I've got rails. I put a mini ramp in our back room during the middle of the summer.
That's sick, dude.
So yeah, just it's one of the things. Like I want to, like you said, I want to create like a clear, like distinction between the big dudes and then what's going on in my shop.
Exactly. Hell yeah, dude. Well, Mark, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, dude. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. And have a good day and get some barbecue over there, dude.
Yeah. I actually got to go back to the shop.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So,
Thanks for coming.
Thank you very
out.
much.
Right. What up? We got over here Leo Martinez. What's up, dude?
How's it going,
How
Tommy?
you doing today,
Thank you for inviting me out.
Oh, no problem. Beautiful day today, dude.
Dude, it's amazing.
It's so hot today, dude.
It's a little warm.
I know,
for
man.
sure.
I'm wearing like a white beater and a white tee.
I know I'm wearing gray, but I'm fine. I'm wearing all black pants too. So.
Well, you're in the shade right now.
Yeah,
man.
I got my hat. I'm trying to hide from the sun.
So let's get a little bit deep into your what got you into skateboarding and everything. Where you grew up at, and what got you into skateboarding?
So I'm originally from Mexico City, and my family, we immigrated to the States, and I had a friend when I was 12 years old, and he just was the one dude who like had a skateboard, and he'd bring it to school, and like nobody else was doing that.
Really?
Like he was just like that one dude. Like he was the one who had like all these like cool little privileges because he was the kid with the skateboard. Because like he wasn't a bad kid, so like it's not like the teachers are like, oh, like that guy's the worst or whatever. And I was like, dude, that's so cool. Like everybody else is still kind of doing their own like all the same thing, and he was like one dude who stood out. And he was like, we became really good friends, and I started with just like playing around with like tech decks and stuff like that, and then 2 days before my 14th birthday, like, cause my family didn't have money to get like skateboards and stuff like that, and I always wanted to, but I just never had the opportunity to do it. So 2 days before my birthday, he was like, "All right, dude, like, which one do you want?" And I was just like, it was a choice between a hand-me-down like Muska Shorties board and a Tony Hawk Birdhouse board, and that was the board that he would always bring to school, was that Birdhouse board, and I just thought it was so dope. It was like Tony Hawk emblem. It was like these like feathered serpent type thing. So it was like, it reminded me of like the Aztec god Quetzalcoatl because it's a feathered serpant. So I was like, dude, that like works with like my whole thing. I like it.
Let me just put that in my pocket.
Yeah, and then so. And that was the thing. So I picked that. It was a mini too, because I was pretty small. So like I would literally go and be like just skate the tiniest board at the time. And but yeah, that's honestly like how I got into it, just because I just saw it was just like he was just on his own thing.
Yeah.
Nobody else like criticized him. Nobody else like, they were just like, that's the dude. And I was
that's
like,
the dude.
I want to be like that guy.
Don't mess with that guy, dude. That's the guy right there.
Yeah. So that's what happened. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then you stuck with it.
Dude, that was it. Once that happened, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Hell yeah, dude. And you have sponsors now?
Yeah. So what happened is when I was 17 years old, I like started, getting, started picking up sponsors and stuff like that. Local shop and a local board company in the city of Reno, Nevada.
Okay.
I was living at first here in the U.S. And
how was it like living out there?
I mean, it's
hot
just
as hell, huh?
Hot, extremely cold because it's farther up north, And it's a small community, which was I mean, it was cool to have that, I mean, I would always watch all the California skateboarders, and I was like, I want to be there, that's where I want to be, And then also, like I said, it snowed, so I didn't want to, like, the snow was just like something I just, like,
you're like, dude, I can't do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I gotta go, Mom, Dad, I gotta go to Southern Cal.
Yeah. So what happened so when I was like, I got invited to the PlayStation Am Jam in 2007, beginning of 2007, and it was only open to like legal residents of the U.S. So at that point, like, the dream was pretty much over. I didn't know what I was gonna do with myself, and so my parents, along with my sponsors, started getting together and try to figure out like what would be like the best situation or the best thing to do. So I had to voluntarily deport myself and had to go back to Mexico.
You had to go back to Mexico?
Yeah.
What?
To be able to get my green card.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Even though you lived over here?
Yeah, no, because we immigrated here legally, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I mean, I was a kid when that happened, so it's not like I was
Yeah, yeah.
conscious of what was going on. But yeah, so I mean, if I wanted to really make this whole skateboarding thing happen, I had to do that. It was my only option at the time. So I just like, all right, let's do it. Like literally, I think it was either that same month or a week later after we had made the owner of the board company I was skating for, his name is Manuel Medeiros. He worked with like the Latino like community and was really involved with this. So he had connections with the immigration lawyers. So he set me up with that, and he told me like I already had a contract signed with this board company, which was called Picante Skateboards. This
What was it
like
called?
Picante Skateboards.
Okay.
It's not around anymore, but you know, it was my first board sponsor. And but yeah, so I had a contract with him. So we used that as like leverage for me to be able to stay. But the lawyer was like, no, you're gonna have to go back. And I was like, all right, well, that's what I gotta do.
Yeah, damn, that sucks, dude.
But you know, it was just because I just believed in my dream, and I was just so passionate about what I was doing. I didn't there was no like doubt in my mind that I wasn't gonna get it. You know what I mean? And then yeah, so then I left. You know, once I crossed the border, it's like that's it. You know.
Yeah.
There's no going back from it. Like that's it. It's like, but it was like completely under my control. You know, I could have decided like no, you know, and then who knows what my life would have been. But I was like, I gotta go do it. And then I went back, and the process took a lot longer than expected. And at that point, I was just like, all right, well, I'm pretty much here now. So I was living in this little beach town called Rincón de Guayabitos, which was 40 minutes away from Puerto Vallarta when I went back.
Yeah.
And so, I was just doing the whole beach thing, like climbing coconut trees and running around in the jungle. Like there was like these.
So you're like George the Jungle, just fucking swinging from tree to tree.
No, I wanted to.
And collecting coconuts. Like, hey,
no, it was just like I would just shimmy up a coconut tree,
I want to see footage of this, dude.
Dude, I actually got tapes. I want to find I need to go get a high-end camera.
How old were you when you did this?
I was like 17, 18 years old, you know? Yeah.
all the girls were like, hey, Chico.
Dude, everybody thought I was nuts because they're like, why is this guy, what's he doing? Has he ever done it before? They're like, what are you doing up there? I'm like, dude, I'm just going to because we had a fridge because we would wait for them to fall. And I was like, dude, I don't want to wait. I'll climb up this thing. Yeah.
Knock that shit down, dude.
Yeah, so that was a cool little period, and then I was like, man, this is just too slow for me. Like I have to be in the city. So I ended up moving to another major skate city. It's called Querétaro. Mm-hmm. So I was there, and literally like one of the local main spots of the whole city. I just happened to live close to it. It was like I would consider it like. Obviously, it's nowhere near any plaza here, or even certain plazas in Brazil, but it was like the love park of that town. Yeah. That's where everybody met up and stuff like that. And so I just started linking up with everybody, and then I started skateboarding for Códice Skate Shop, which is still is the biggest distributor of skateboard products in Mexico. So I was skateboarding for them, and then around that time I was doing demos and traveling around the central part of my country, which was incredible. Yeah, I never thought I'd experience something like that. So when I was 18, I ended up turning pro out there and was just recognized as a pro while I was down there and just touring around. So
and you do something with Reeboks, right? Are you working?
Yeah. I actually just recently started getting stuff from Reebok. They're obviously starting to really rebuild.
I remember
that.
when Reeboks first did, they had the Stevie Williams.
Yeah, I do that RBK DGK collab was dope. It was just too soon,
It was too soon, man.
I mean, I didn't think it was too soon. You obviously did it, and I'm sure a lot of people. I mean, dude, it's such a great shoe. Even just how it is.
It looks cool, dude.
It feels nice. This whole
it looks different,
midsole thing. It's flexible.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks different. You know what I mean? Look like those RBK DGK shoes. These look more skatable wise,
Yeah, and they're super comfy. This whole midsole thing is, but yeah. So this is it. And then I'm also I have my own clothing company.
Oh really?
Called Elate.
Elate? Okay.
Yeah. So I started. That was started by my friend Eric about 5 years ago up in the Bay Area. And he pretty much is the one who gave me the opportunity to move to California.
Okay.
And he started the brand there 5 years down the road. Now we're really working on really building the brand as like a whole through the ins and outs, and really putting together something so we can do, you know, more events for the kids and do like little mini festivals and stuff like that to really, you know, I mean, kind of like, you know.
Kind of like this?
Yeah, like this, you know, and also to be able to help things like the Next Up Foundation continue to grow as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, Nixon's been one of my...
I love me some Nixons, man. I saw the new Nixon watches with the Mickey Mouse on it, dude. I was like,
dude, that collab is insane.
That's gangster right
yeah,
there, dude.
it's so, I mean...
I might have to geek out and get one of those,
yeah.
you know? I'm like, damn.
Dude, they look good.
They
I saw them like right before they started rolling them out, and I was like, man, these look good.
Yeah, they're not those cheesy like Kmart.
No, they look solid. I mean, Nixon just does everything. Like any little thing to the biggest thing they do.
I still want to get the I want to get their smartphone watch.
Oh, dude.
Because I like that.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, I haven't personally gotten a chance to play around with one of those, but man, I'm sure that. I mean, they do. I mean, I've messed around with like their surf watches and stuff like that. I mean, yeah. I mean, Nixon does everything so proper. And
you gave us an edit, so tell us about this video we're about to watch.
So this is pretty much just a little compilation of a bunch of just like in the different cities that I've lived in, just to kind of show like a retrospect of like, you know, just kind of a story, you know, of like from, you know, being in Reno, being in San Francisco, you know, and then moving to Long Beach and LA and stuff like that. So yeah,
cool.
It's just like more of a story than like an actual like part, you know. So but it's cool. I mean, there's a solid contrast, and you know, I like to I don't know, I mean, I just never think about it. I just skate, and if whatever comes out, man, I just have fun and do it.
Cool. Well, let's check out this video real quick. Thank you for coming out.
Hey, man, thank you so much.
Man. Hell
I
yeah,
appreciate
dude.
that.
Definitely,
Thank you so
dude.
much. Thank you.
This song's about bad, bullshit things.
Called I Don't Want It.
Loaded,
Talk about it, gotta feed it. Take your stupid, your diseases. I don't want it, I don't need it. I don't want it, I don't need it. Talk about it, gotta feed it. Take your stupid, your diseases. I don't want it, I don't need it. I don't want it, I don't want it. I don't want it, I don't want it. Take your stupid, your diseases. I don't want it, I don't need it.
Hey, we're here today with Vinny, owner of Next Up Foundation. How you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. I love that twirl, man. Where'd you learn that from?
Dude, going to school and spinning my notebooks.
Hell yeah, dude. So you're bored in class, you just go.
And then actually I saw on Shorty's Fulfill the Dream. Remember, what's his name? Tom Guyen?
Oh, Tom Nguyen, yeah?
Yeah, him. He does that. I was like, I want to do it.
So you're like, I gotta learn that stuff, man.
And then I learned it.
Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. You should be a professional for that. So tell us a little about us. What's going on today? So what kind of event, what are you throwing on today?
Today we're having the second annual Brazilian Barbecue Bash. And it's a, a fundraiser, and we try to raise some funds to support the programs that we have available here in our building that we call the Success Lab. So we have programs like computer classes, we have yoga classes, we have art classes.
Oh, the yoga class. Are you the one in the spandex teaching them?
I'm not. I don't. I mean, I teach certain things. We have leadership classes. I teach those. We have some activities related to skate cities, international skate cities, USA skate cities. We have mini research on brands and professional skaters, the brands that the kids like and the skaters that they like. So we have certain activities that help them to learn more about those brands, to learn more about those skaters. And those activities specifically, I run them.
Okay.
But workshops, computer classes, yoga classes, art classes, those I don't work. I don't run those.
So you're not out there doing the stretches with the kids, huh?
I participate in the class. I take the yoga class for sure, especially when we're meditating. I definitely participate, but I'm not leading the class or also any other workshop, because our goal really is to focus on the business side of skateboarding and education. So the biggest two things are education and expose our kids to the business side of skateboarding, because we understand that their dream is to become pro skaters, but also we know that the majority probably won't become pro skaters, but there are so many different ways to participate in the industry, to be involved in this community, to travel the world skating and working for a brand and doing something cool and not being a pro skater. So that's a big part of our mission.
Hell yeah, dude. And you're from Brazil? What part of Brazil are you from?
Born and raised in São Paulo, inland, not São Paulo capital. São Paulo is just like New York. We have New York the state and New York City.
Okay.
São Paulo, same thing. São Paulo State and São Paulo City, which is the capital of the state.
And that's where you started skateboarding?
I grew up outside of São Paulo, probably 4 hours drive. And then, I started skating when I was 12.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, now I'm 36.
36? You look 36. You're 25 by now, man. What was your first skateboard? How'd you get your first skateboard? Was it somebody gave it to you?
I trade parts.
Okay.
Started trading old toys that I was not playing.
Like Voltrons and stuff like that?
Yeah, those kind of things. And then started trading with parts, and then put it together a board.
So did you have like a dream like every kid had, like come to America, be pro, ride for companies, stuff
That
like that?
my dream started after watching all those 411 video magazines, you know, videos, any video really from Southern California, LA here, and I really wanted to come and skate here and see, you know, and then experience the lifestyle. I never had any goals to become sponsored or pro, but I did want to come and experience the skateboarding lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I came in 2006, January 17th of 2006, and here I am.
Now you are right
After
here in
12
Southern
years.
California, beautiful blue skies.
After 12 years.
You start up a successful nonprofit organization and then everything. I mean, that's great. I mean, like, is it pretty hard to start up your own nonprofit? Is it in America, or is it a lot easier to start up in Brazil or somewhere else?
Man, I think each place there has its own challenges, you know, and challenges that I faced here was, of course, number one, the language barrier, you know, because I had to learn English, and it took me a good 3 years to start feeling comfortable with the language and getting my feet wet. And then another challenge, definitely network, you know, like meeting people and meeting the right people. That was a little bit challenging too. And then when it comes down to charity, it's a pretty complex business. You know, it is just like any other business, but usually people, when they start charities, they do that towards the end of their lives. Not that they're about to die, but after they lived their lives and they made enough money and they want to give back to the community or to the industry that they come from, which was not my case. You know, I never made any money really, and it started my nonprofit backwards, so to speak, you know. And I started this without any money, without any resource, and back when I started Next Up, really there were no skate charities.
Yeah.
There were no skate charities and Next Up, so I had nobody really to look up to, you know, and get inspired and get ideas from. It was just my ideas and my vision.
Yeah.
And that could be challenging, you know, and getting everything going and funding and learning about grants and learning about donors, you know, possible donors, and that is all very complex, you know, for someone who moved here when 24, like my case, I was 24, I was already a grown up, right? And had to really start everything from scratch, and however, very exciting too, you know. I don't regret anything that I have done. It was actually a very cool journey, and here we are, you know. Now we have our 6,000 square foot facility.
Congratulations.
We have the skate park here. We have access anytime we want.
Yeah.
You know, we have the city behind us. Now I've met some really cool people that I've never dreamed to meet and have their phone numbers and email addresses and talk, and you know, it doesn't pay any bill, but it's really cool when you get recognized by people that you know, that were your idols, you know, people that you looked up to.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And what's the future for Next Up?
Man, our future, it's definitely nothing like this right now. I have a lot of bigger ideas, and I want to expand. I want to, at some point, have Next Up everywhere, you know. And I have
the world, or just like all over California?
We start in different cities in California for sure, and then some states. Let's see where it goes, you know. But I have, like, I know a guy that said something on Facebook that made me laugh, and then I shared with other friends and they agreed. This guy said, "Oh, this guy Vina, he's making the new Boys and Girls Club of skateboarding." You know, and essentially it is.
It's
you know,
kind of
like,
true, man.
Ultimately, I think it is what we're doing
true.
here.
Definitely, it's kind of true. And then did you start up next up in mostly did you start up in America, or was it more start up in
I'm in Brazil.
Brazil?
It really started, I got my feet wet on this world of mentoring through skateboarding in Brazil. Through a friend of mine, Sandro. He was running a skate program inside of the juvenile halls in São Paulo. And he invited me to join him. And our goal with those programs were to teach those kids that they made a mistake in their lives, but they could learn from those mistakes and not commit the same mistakes again. So translated to skateboarding, they just had a gnarly slam, they fell really hard, got hurt, but they could get up and try again, you know? So that's what we were teaching them, really life lessons. Our concept was skateboarding imitates life.
Yeah, true.
And, you know, I had a cool experience doing that, and then I noticed that I could be a mentor. So I wanted to do something similar here, you know? And then that was 2005. But my dream at that time was to come to California, and then I had the opportunity, I came, but I also promised Sandro that I was gonna start something similar.
Hell yeah.
And
you did. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your own building, you got a skate
Skate
park.
park,
I mean, you got the community backing you up. I mean, you got the mayor backing you up. I mean, that's a good. You're doing great, dude.
Thank
definitely,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Well, cool. Well, I definitely can't wait to try the Brazilian barbecue later, man.
It's about to start.
I know, I'm ready.
Today's gonna be good, man. We got Brazilian barbecue, we got live band, no small children playing.
Yeah,
we got DJ, we got a bunch of raffles, we got a little skate contest.
Hell yeah, dude.
We got a bunch of stuff going on.
Definitely, dude. Well, thank you for coming out, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Woo. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Welcome. We got Wil G over here. What's up, Will?
Yo, what up,
How
doggy?
you doing, homie? Doing good?
How you doing?
Oh, man, it's blazing out here in Anaheim, dude.
Hey, it feels good, though, man.
Hey, PB right now, it's like cloudy and like 68 degrees. Feels so much better out there by the water.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, out in the desert, it's all windy and stuff right now, so it's like...
What, 100 degrees?
Nah, it actually cooled down. Like around October, it usually cools down, and the summer is like pretty much gone at that point.
You said desert. What part of the desert?
I live in Victorville. It's like off the 15, like maybe 30 minutes away from San Bernardino. It's like on the way like north going to Vegas.
Okay. Well, is that where you grew up skateboarding?
Yeah, I actually grew up like in the Fontana Rialto area until maybe I was like 12, and then we moved up to the desert.
Okay.
And my homie Carlos came over the skateboard one day, and I don't know, we just started messing around on it, and I was just hooked after that.
Oh, hell yeah,
It was
dude.
kind of it. I was just like, all right, we're skating today. Like, that was always the plan.
Yeah, and what actually, like, what was your first board? Like, how'd you get your first board?
My first board, it was actually like a hand-me-down board that my homie had. He just had like a whole...
Do you remember what kind?
I think it was a Zoo York, but the graphic was like super thrashed on it. It was like you couldn't really see like what the graphic was.
Trucks were not that thick.
Dude, the trucks weren't that bad because like back then, like a lot of us weren't really grinding like that. So it was like the trucks were still good, but they were like kind of rusted. Like you couldn't really like tighten or loosen the trucks. That was kind of like you just put them on and had to take it for what it was. But it was a pretty like legit setup. I think it was a Zoo York board with just like some reflex wheels or something like that.
Yeah.
And like tracker trucks, like something basic.
Tracker
it wasn't.
trucks, I remember that.
Yeah, it was
Wow,
some old
dude.
school stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. And that's where you started skateboarding. That's when you rode for a skate shop. Did you ride for a skate shop out there?
Well, what happened was with that, I didn't ride for a shop for a long time. Like I skateboarded out there, and it was just kind of like me in my neighborhood, like with my friends. And then I didn't get introduced to street skateboarding until I was maybe like 15 or 16.
Oh, what kind of skating were you doing for? Vert? Mini?
No, just like flat ground, just
Flat ground?
like nothing crazy. Like I didn't really know much because I didn't see much skateboarding besides like...
You weren't jumping down 20 stairs.
Right, it was nothing like that. We just kind of just messed around on whatever little flat bar we had. But we had... after a while, like just kind of messing around, I was maybe like 15 or 16, and my friend took me out street skateboarding.
Yeah.
And after that, I was just like, whoa, like this is crazy. And I started to get a lot better at it in like within that 3-year span from 12 to 15. So then I was able to like do a lot more, and I got my first sponsor when I was 17. I rode for a shop out in the desert, and it was called Icon Board Shop. They had a few of them like around the Inland Empire area. but the owners of a different shop actually bought it and then turned their locations into Icon board shops too.
Yeah.
I rode for them for maybe like a year until they went out of business, and then I actually rode for a shop down like closer toward like the Inland Empire called Cellular, but they went out of business too. But I rode for them for like 8 years. And through them I got like a few different hookups through like Flick Grip Tape and a couple other brands.
You still ride for Flick or?
Nah, that I wish. That company was sick, but after Flick I started getting stuff from shorties like almost right after I graduated high school.
Yeah.
So I started getting stuff from shorties, and I was riding for Cellular, and things were tight. And then I started actually getting trucks from Thieves, and that was almost 10 years ago. So like, I'm super stoked on that. But I was getting hooked up through them, and they were taking care of me, and everything was fun. I was just skateboarding with my friends, like nothing crazy. Like we would just do just normal skateboard shit, like just going to skate parks every once in a while.
Yeah.
We did majority just street skateboarding because out where we're at, there weren't very many parks. I think like now in 2018, I think we have like 3 parks within the whole like three to 4 cities that we're around. So it's limited on skate parks, but there's spots everywhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick, but it's been sick skating out there. There's so many like rad skateboarders.
That's what I heard. I mean, there's a lot of good skaters that came out of Victorville.
Dude, yeah.
So
Brian
many
Herman, Matt Allen, Antoine lived out there for a stint. Yeah, we were. It was crazy with Antoine. I used to see like these little stencils, like these crew stencils. You remember like the crew logo? I would see them like around on desk at school, and I'm wondering where the fuck are these things coming from? Like, you know, and then all of a sudden like I meet Antoine through like some mutual friends. I'm like, oh, okay, like it makes sense. Like, and he was one of those dudes that like messed around. You know, he was a fun guy back in high school, and we had a lot of fun back then. But there's so many guys that are from there, like Adam Simone. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but that dude, one of the best skateboarders coming out of that area.
So that's good. That's
him, and then Josh Flotter. He's his Instagram's Hey Guy.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen, but that's one of my good friends. I've watched him since he was 10 years old, and that kid used to be outside of Pharmacy Board Shop every day with his brother Seth, and they would be out there just skating flat ground all day, and they had like every trick, switch, regular, fakie, like whatever, and you're just like, dude, like who are these 2 little kids that just lurk out here outside the shop? And Josh actually started riding for Pharmacy for a while, and that dude, I've watched that kid grow, and it's been sick watching all the kids out there grow and progress. And there's like a whole new generation of kids out there now, and I wish I had more time to actually see a lot of those kids skate. But I'm so busy with like my own life. It's hard. It's harder now to see a lot of the youth opposed to back when I was like skating at the parks every day or in the streets every single day. Now it's kind of like I'm on, you know, more missions. So I don't get to see too many people.
And you're pro now, huh?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
These are actually my pro boards here.
You can grab one, hold it up.
Yeah.
Show everybody.
This one is actually my newest board for FSC.
Good old Eddie.
It's part of the movie series, and we did Delirious for mine. And dude, the shapes on these things are amazing. It's the same wood as Mystery and Surplus. They also do Thief trucks, so they have like a really sick program going on over there. And it's me, Brian Whalen, Onion, Nick Palmquist.
Nick still rides for him?
Yeah, Nick's
Damn, that
still
dude
over
kills
there.
it, dude.
They just did a Thief trip over to China. The edit just came out recently, and they're killing it. And then there's another trip in Australia.
Are you going to that?
Going on right now. Well, it's actually going on right now. So I missed that, but we have like some more stuff planned up for like the coming year. So.
And you got a Thief part coming out, don't you?
Yes, actually on the 3rd of October, I have a part coming out. I can't exactly say like, you know, what it entails, but it comes out on the 3rd, and I'm super excited. That's like one of my like babies right there. We worked on it. It's gonna be really
fun. You killed yourself.
Dude, it was a trip because my knee's been like tripping for a while, so I wasn't really sure if I was gonna actually be able to like produce the part.
Yeah.
But we actually got together, me and my homie Eric. He does all of our cake videos, and me and him worked together, and it was crazy. Like we put the part together in maybe like 2-3 months. Like it was really fast, but it was like I was really surprised with myself, and It was crazy. Me and him, like, we were really stoked on how it came out.
And you ride for Proper too?
Yes, Proper Skateboarding.
How's that going?
It's super good. We just did our second full-length video, Props.
Okay.
And that was sick. There was full parts from Spencer and Brian, and then there was like a whole montage with the rest of the team. We have there's a new part coming out for one of the new guys we're putting on.
Who's that?
Richard Allen Moore.
Ooh, that dude's
from
sick.
Texas. Yeah, he's good. He was in the Proper video. He had some clips in there, but he's working on like a part. So we're doing that, and the shoes have been killing it. Like they're amazing shoes.
Right there, right?
Yeah, these are it right here. Proper Skateboarding. Dude, cup sole shoes. Here, check it out, man. Cup sole shoes.
Dude, that's
like,
what size shoes you wear? 15?
13.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm
like,
rocking with the
that's
big
like Shaq's
guy.
foot right there, dude.
Dude, it's crazy. My
Holy
foot,
shit,
it gets in my way all the time,
Dude,
and I'm
I
just
wear
like,
12s, and that's fucking huge.
it's
dude.
crazy. But the shoes are dope. I love them. The owner Sean is
Sean's
amazing.
cool guy, like Sean did.
He kills it. He's
PJ.
been in the industry for a long time. PJ's killing it with the sales.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you guys are looking for Proper Skateboarding, hit up PJ. That guy will take care of you. Drew is killing it on the edits and all the artwork. So there's like such a rad program going on, and we just added someone else. So I can't really say who, because I don't know if like they're working on like an edit for him. So I'm excited, but that guy's even got more stuff going on too that I can't really say. So I'm super excited for everything that Proper's got going on. I'm super
And
stoked.
I remember you dropped your first video part with us, didn't you?
Dude, yes, Truth Hurts. That was what, 2013?
Yeah, and he drove. What? You took the bus out here?
Dude, no, there was another dude that was in the video.
I thought that was you.
No, that wasn't me. I drove down with some homies. There was another dude, Q.
Q, Arizona.
Yeah, he drove the bus, or he rode the bus all the way out here. I was like, dude, that is
to
so
Long Beach, remember
sick.
that?
Yeah, I was like, you're so tight. Like that was like such a good night.
How was you feeling about that, man?
Dude, that part, it sucked because I got hurt.
Yeah.
And I tore my meniscus. Well, it was a previous injury, but I had like re-damaged it and had to cut my filming short because I had to get knee surgery.
But you had a sick part, dude.
I thank you. Dude, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to like make it work, but it did,
dude.
and
People
it
hyped
came
on it,
out.
man.
My homie Andrew Arsenal out in Sacramento, he did the edit on it. My homie Eric Saputo did all the filming. So it came out really sick, and that was like one of my favorite parts. And I remember that night, like we were at the premiere, and like Peter Smolik was sitting next to me, and after my part was over, he gave me daps. I was like, dude, that's so tight. I grew up watching you, and you're giving me props. Like, dude, that's like so sick.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it's like things like that like, I don't know, kids these days don't really appreciate.
No,
'Cause
it's
like,
a new generation, dude.
Right. It's like, I don't know, nobody really respects like the older, like that older culture. Like it just, like some people do, but it's not like widespread.
Yeah.
Like there's just so many kids just so hyped on like the new, they forget to respect the old.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
it was so sick. That was like one of my favorite nights. Like I'll never forget that night.
Maybe we have to drop. We haven't dropped a video in a while, man.
What's up? Let's do another video. I'm totally down to get a part.
Well, maybe 2019 we'll start working on it.
Let
man.
me know, man. We'll get it
Definitely.
going.
We'll have to get-
I'm trying to dip my hands in as many projects as I can.
No, definitely. Now you're pro, dude.
Dude, I know. I never thought that this would ever come. There were so many days.
I remember you telling me Shorty's gonna get you on.
Dude,
do this
well,
for
with
you.
Shorties, it was kind of just like, we're working on this program, and he wanted to do either a group of AMs and then, promote people to pro ranks through that, or do it like they did the original team where they brought one pro in and then the rest AMs. But then it just kind of never happened. And the owner, amazing guy, but it just never came through. But the company's still around.
Yeah.
They still send me hardware
Yeah,
and
they still make
Black
hardware.
Magic grip tape. Soul Saver grip tape is the best grip tape. I don't care what anybody says. You can tell me Mob, whatever.
Grizzly, whatever.
Nah, Black Magic Soul Saver grip, best grip ever. It's like brand new, but it feels broken in as soon as you put it on, and it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
But
And-
they're still killing it.
And you gave us a video, huh? Tell us about
Yeah,
this video.
it's because we did a couple collab boards with FSC through our cake projects, And that's like that's our local Victorville like homie clique that, you know, me, Josh Plotter, Adam Simone, Habib, he's out in Long Beach now, but
maybe we need to get the whole cake crew on the show.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Right.
Dude, let's get it, guys. I know you guys are watching it, so just let's get it, Adam, Eric, let's go, guys, let's go. We'll have to set that up.
Plug it in. So
yeah, that'd be sick.
So the video is mostly collab?
It's a collab with FSC and Cake, because we did two collab boards that my homie Kevin Collins designed.
Yeah.
So we did those two cake boards, and this was kind of like a mesh up part for that to promote it, just to kind of let people know, like, hey, like this is what we're doing, this is where we're at.
Yeah.
You want to come skate our spots? Come to Victorville. Come skate Victorville.
Exactly. All right, well, check this thing out.
All right, hell yeah, let's do it.
They're trying to breed jealousy.
Yeah.
They're trying to breed jealousy, especially if that man fucked up.
You don't know where I come from, nigga. You don't know what I've been through, ho. Saying I'm wasting my time, huh? Look, bitch, I done told you so. I done got my own shit. I ain't need your help, though. Bitch, I know I did it. You ain't gotta tell me so. I got my own way. I'm grinding, really, I ain't really had shit. Now your bitch see me shining, prime time, ain't she all up on my dick? Cause you know I'm ballin', JJ really coming off that dick. Say, take pick, open up her mouth, and my dick is about to go switch. Look, bitch, it's Danny motherfucking brand. And you know I'm in beast mode, so bitch go run them see now. She come through nigga in a peacock, cause she know she about to deep throat. Rubbing on the clip playing with a pee-ho, looking like she playing gun tie hero. You niggas ain't in my league, ho. My flow so damn my league, ho. No nigga, you ain't my amigo. No senor, you know Chico. I do not speak no Spanish, so I don't know what that mean, yo. I met this Filipino, and she was jalapeno.
They're trying to breed jealousy.
About to film me.
You done fucked up. They're trying to breed jealousy, especially if that man fucked up.
Get up off of your ass, nigga. Worried about my fuck, boy. I don't love that bitch. How just my fuck toy. Got the game in a y'all are lames and so bored. Now your bitch got her tits out, trying to get my lingerie over. I'm on some other shit, cause y'all done got me fucked up. Y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. I'ma let one nigga jump there in the grave. Detroit tech, no shoot, no way. Nigga, overtake it back in the day. Don't make me go back to that nigga in the rain. Range round game with a nigga escape. So bitch nigga don't make me take that bait. Nigga, the hood got love for me. No limits, got doggery. So I'm just trying to smoke my weed. Tell me where the hoes at. All up in my cell phone. Nigga, you already know that. So I'ma call some hoes up. Tell them bring some drink through. We gon' have a party. Caught up, yo, man, out, folks. So let's all get fucked up, cause we ain't worried about it. Smoking on that masterpiece, bitch, we bout it.
They're trying to breed jealousy. They're trying to breed jealousy, especially if that man fucked up.
All right, cool, Will. Thanks for coming out, brother.
Hell yeah, man. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me on, man.
Definitely, dude. I want to say thanks to everybody coming out to Next Up Foundation, TSM Live Show, Episode 9. I want to thank those small children coming out here jamming out. I want to thank Leo Martinez. I want to thank Will G. I want to thank Contender Board Shop. You guys ready to rock? Let's just jam out to those small children.
want you to go. Come on, just go and get up, baby. I know you won't get up with me now. Oh, 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 yeah. Come on, get up with me now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You never lay down on the kitchen up with that sea with me.